this new Dead Batteries album?
It's actually not bad. So instead of me sitting here and reviewing this album in this hot ass coat, I'm gonna cut to my reaction of this album. But before I do that, I want to read this thing that I wrote. The Snowbell Kingdom is an ordinary castle that has fought and won several wars. Even though the kingdom strives for peace, it is one of the most violent nations in the world. Its dungeon is so full of criminals, whenever the new one comes in, the oldest one leaves. Just like any nation, the Snowbell Kingdom has its rival country, the Village of Dragons. It's called that because legend says that dragons used to roam the nation and one man killed a dragon with one punch. All residents there are the strongest people on Earth. Huff huff. Recently, the Snowbell leaders went to the Village of Dragons to sign a peace treaty. They had no clue it was a trap when one man tried to blow up the king. I can't stop now. His assistant shot everyone in the room except the Snowbell leaders with the king's special rifle. This is a manga comic book thing that I wrote years ago. I finally have the series again, Stick Fighter. I finally got all the notebooks back and I'm so hype because honestly, this is just some whacked out shit and like I just wanted to brag that I have one of the most fire comic book series ever. Now on to the album. The time is currently 2:12 a.m. and Dead Batteries released their new album, their first album, Vince's Vans, which has been in creation for like 3 years at this point or something. They first hinted back to it in like 2018, I want to say, with their first ever song, Braces. Now, honestly, that track was bad to me at first. Still is, in my opinion. I don't like it that much. Although they released a deluxe version after, which is slightly better. It's practically the same thing, though. But it's alright by my book. It's grown on me the slightest bit. Like, I might... Like, it's not something I would play. But, like, if it was on, I wouldn't get too mad about it. So the new album has, like, 9 tracks. And, my main problem with the album already, just looking at it on Spotify, there's only 2 new tracks because I believe 5 of these were released on their Dining Room EP, and then Weezer Ball was a single. To be fair, I haven't listened to it, and I haven't listened to the project. The only tracks I see on here that I've listened to would be Braces, Leukemia, and I think I heard a little bit of Soggy Leaves. I can't remember. So, technically this will be my first listen to it. So, let's get this shit. Here we go, Vince's Vans by Dead Batteries. Let's go. Shit. Okay, so my thoughts on that track haven't really changed. It's okay. I guess the simplicity of it works for it. I just hope that every single track doesn't exude that. Now, to be fair, I'm not expecting, like, deep, lyrical, conscious shit. That is not what I'm looking for here. I'm just looking for a short project I can laugh to. And to be fair, one of the reasons my girlfriend dumped me is because I'm kind of notorious for not having a sense of humor. So, here we go. Leukemia, the second track on here. Immediately, the mixing on here is god-awful. Like, it sounds like it was recorded in a hallway with all the reverb. And I think that's natural reverb, which is the worst reverb you can get on a recording.
He needs to take action. He's a big distraction. Or something about distraction.
Okay, that was...
Xavier has
Jesus Christ, that is ear piercing. Thought I was gonna die. Okay, there's like an audio snippet at the end. I need to see that again. Hold on. I have no clue what that is. No clue in the slightest what that is. And I need to Google anemic real quick because I forget what that is. So if Josh actually is anemic, overall this song was just eh. I really like that one party where he was like something about, I can't even remember. That was kind of funny. But let's just move on to the next track, Soggy Leaves. I liked that intro thing though. This has a nice groove to it. I hate soggy leaves. I hate soggy leaves. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think this might be a Josh solo track. I guess he's allergic to bees. Just a random fade out. Honestly, I like that song. I wish it was longer. I wish it could have just went on a little bit more. Not only is it actually catchy and it's kind of funny, but there was some emotion actually starting to come into his voice, and that was kind of compelling. So like, actually not a bad job on that one. And then now we're gonna go to track 4, Jeb Fur, which, hold on, before we go on to that, there's a track on here, track 8, I Love My Cat. One of the members is allergic to cats. So I'm fucking confused. That one was alright. I didn't like it as much as Soggy Leaves, but like, it was cool. So far, the tracks on here have just been like solo Tyler tracks or solo Josh tracks. I'm pretty sure, for the most part, they've all been solo Tyler tracks, other than Soggy Leaves. I think Leukemia, Josh was on there. I think he had like background vocals or something. And then I know Josh was on Braces because that was their first track. But so far it feels like this is a Tyler album. Not Tyler the Creator. I don't even know what I would call this. But... oh yeah, by the way. Track number 5, The End. I actually like that. That vocal pitch down. It's like a stripped back ballad. It's trying some early like Bastard Tyler the Creator vocal shifting. Can something please happen? This is how much? I fucking agree. Okay. First, let's start with positives on that track. It had a meaning, it had a message, it had a purpose. It was an actual serious freaking Dead Battery song. I never thought I was gonna get one, but it finally got one, and I don't know how to feel about it. Because the recording on here is okay. It's decent. It feels like... I can tell all these have been recorded using a Casio keyboard. How do I know it's a Casio keyboard? Only Casio keyboards sound that cheap. I personally am a Yamaha boy myself. I don't fuck with Casio. I really like the message on here of, help the environment, do what you can, do your part, because the world is falling apart. If you don't do anything, you're gonna die along with everyone else. I just feel like, I don't know, you could have cited someone better than Bill Nye. Obviously, I'm not expecting Kendrick level lyricism or something about like what we can do to save the planet. But, and I didn't bring up the recording earlier just to diss Casio. It's also because they have plugins for keyboards. I don't know if they have it on the Casio models, but there's this plug-in cord thing where you can just hook it directly up to the laptop and it won't have that static in the background. And that static takes up so much space. And I know that static is the kind of sound where no matter how much mixing you do or how much you try and get it out of there, it's stuck. Overall, pretty good track. Instant dropping quality. Jesus Christ. Alabama. Oh my god, I might have broken my mic with that bit. Ooh, the peak on there. Okay, so I can tell they're having a little bit of fun with this track. That hook. Let me demonstrate. Hi, welcome to my ASMR channel, and today I will be demonstrating a representation of that hook. I love my ball. Jesus. Who approved this hook? It's not good. Like, it would be okay if it didn't sound like he was screaming. The main issue is with the recording volume. Like, I run into that sometimes, where you have the gain up too high, and so shit starts to clip, and it sounds really, 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 really bad. And so what you do is we turn down the recording volume. I don't know if that was intentional, that trash hook, but like the writing of the song is still decent. Like, these people clearly know how to structure their stuff to match their style, which is like comedic alternative rock rap. But like, that recording is just, I don't like that track. I really don't. And then with the spoken word interludes, it feels like they were trying to get across like some sort of message. Again, could have been just a comedic story. I was too distracted by that awful hook. And then now we're gonna go to track 7, Gland Pituitary. We are in the last leg of this thing. Ooh. Ooh, that guitar. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get a verse. Feels like we've just been like, intro. This is just an intro. Can we please get something? Please. Okay, no, this is just a shit post of a track. Okay, so while this ad plays, I'm gonna just say this track was all intro. Like, this screams intro track of the album. Intro fucking track. This should have been first. Gland Pituitary should have been the first track, in my opinion. And followed by Braces, because there's this thing with albums where it's like the first track is just an intro, you know, whatever. And then the second track is the hit of the album. And Braces is, as far as I know, still their most popular track to date, just because of how memed they had it. God, I sound like I'm 57 years old. Point is, this is an intro cut, in my opinion. This is the third fucking ad in a row. Jesus Christ, Spotify. Okay. A fourth ad. I think Gland Pituitary would have also worked as the first track as well, because the pituitary gland is a thing that, you know, is important for puberty and, you know, maturation. And so I feel like it would have worked at the beginning of it, at the front end of this. Fuck, why am I so stuttery right now? I feel like this would have worked at the beginning because it would have shown that the album is kind of juvenile. It would have shown that the album has like an adolescent sense of humor. Not that that's inherently a bad thing, because I've kind of enjoyed this thing so far. Please do not kill me. It just feels like that this track is misplaced. This is just a build. Alright, track number 8, I Love My Cat, featuring Jojo Siwa. Okay. It's like some dollar store JPEG Mafia.
I love my cat. My cat is rad. He never makes me mad. Never makes me sad. When I come home, he's waiting there for me. I love my cat. Always there for me on the darkest night. When I'm feeling down.
That vocal experiment was pretty trash. Okay, that closing was actually really cool. I like that. Close of that verse is really nice. Let's see what Josh is gonna bring. Or Tyler. Okay, Joe again. Cats do that. Exactly my thing. He is fucking allergic to cats. He is deathly allergic. Okay. That hook at the end, I love that. It's not like intricate, and it's just simple, but the energy buildup of just it's a chant. It is a war chant that America will scream when we go into those foreign nations that eat cats. We will run in there, or we will just start screaming, "I love my cat!" Because trust me, if you eat a fucking cat, I will find you personally, and I will stab you right in the motherfucking gut. So this Jojo Siwa fella, no clue who he is, but he's okay. This track, he provides 2 verses, handles like 99% of the track. Now we're on to the closing track of the album. No scissor for me. Please don't just be this. Please do something. Well, that's the album. So the vocals on that might as well not be there. I could not hear it. I was gonna turn it up, but I was afraid if I did that, some loud ass hook like Weezer Ball would come in and I would go deaf. That was a nice instrumental. Like, it was okay. I mean, obviously, all of it could use, like, actual mastering, which my music doesn't have, so please don't hurt me. It could use like just some toning up, I guess, but it's actually pretty cool production. It's kind of experimental, not like experimental to the point where, you know, it's a little risque, or, you know, you're, I don't know. I really don't have much of anything to say about that track. Like, anything at all, just because it's so devoid of anything. It's not bad. It's an instrumental. So, Vince's Vans by Dead Batteries. Honestly, I'm disappointed. I was expecting to hate this thing. I was expecting garbage. Track after track after track after track of just straight flops. No slapperoni and cheeses. That is not what I got. I got soggy leaves. I got a pretty solid bass line on Jeep Ferrari, whatever you want to call it. I got pretty decent lyrics on the end. I got a garbage ass hook on Weezer. Overall, this album is not bad. It really is not. Only issue is, for the people who follow Dead Batteries, this would be a disappointment in my eyes. Because you already had 7 of the 9 tracks released here. So that's not even an EP that you released, really. It's like, it's good. I like the album. Please do not crucify me. But that is an issue that is not only a problem with this, but Joyner Lucas's ADHD record, where 5 of the tracks were new. 5 new tracks. Every other thing was either pre-released or was a skit, and the skits were fucking awful. Let's not even get started there. I'm not talking about that album because I don't like Joyner that much anymore. Like, if you've listened to a new Joyner track, you'll realize that he realized, wow, my shit isn't gonna work anymore. So why don't I just copy like Lil Keed or like the Young Thug or something? Don't get me wrong, Your Heart slaps. Best tracks from this album: Soggy Leaves, The End, Braces, decent. I Love My Cat. We Are Running into Argentina, screaming that. Worst track, easily Weezer Ball. Easily Weezer Ball. I hate Weezer Ball. It's not good. God dang it, it is not good. So not good. Overall, this album's not bad, and I'm slightly disappointed because of that. I'm feeling a 7 on this one.
Pepsi! Have you ever craved a nice warm bottle of Pepsi? Now, for only $1.99, you can get a Pepsi from the CVS store! Of course, the Pepsi's gonna be, less than half full, but it's a Pepsi!
Bud Pepsi right now, we'll have to kill your family, fuck the dog in the asshole, real fast like we sit on a couch butt naked, watch the door, we will rock you.